What's up with it? It's your boy McFly, man, the hardest working man in shoetainment today. Coming at you with another discussion video, man. If it's your first time over here in the land of McFly, man, I want to welcome you. Thanks for pulling up the G5s and landing on the strip out in the driveway, man. You know, come on in. Let's get this conversation on the road, man. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, you know, if you like what I'm doing over here, man. I ain't going nowhere, so you might as well go ahead and sub now. That's all I'm saying. But I always get a lot of people asking me, man, you know, McFly, where do you buy your shoes? Where your shoes coming from? How you get these shoes? You must be the plug. You this, you that, blah, 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 blah. I ain't got no plug, man. Like I told y'all in my Super Sleepers video, I had a Nike plug, had it for a week. I ain't got that plug no more. I'm out here in the streets just like Joe Schmo and all y'all and everybody else, bro. Ain't nothing special. I just put my work in. That's how I get what I get. But today, we're gonna talk about my favorite places to buy shoes from. The pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly. So that way, if anybody wanna ask me where I buy my shoes from, I can say, hey, go watch this video. I ain't gotta answer it 100,000 times, man. That's all I'm saying. Lastly, for those of you who don't know, while this flame is sitting here on the table, you know what I'm saying? Wore these bad boys today. The Reebok Kamikaze 2 Packer shoes. Remember the Alamo collab, man. I'm not a big fan of the San Antonio Spurs, but Tim Duncan's one of my favorite basketball players of all time. And I love this jacket. The starter jacket was dope. If you didn't check out my fit for today, man, you can go ahead and check that video out too while you wear it to see what all I put together for this bad boy. But today, it was the Packer shoes. Remember the Alamos. One of the dopest Kamikaze 2s ever created. Get you some. So, to start this thing off, we're gonna go with what a lot of people already know about. That's the Nike Sneakers app and the Nike Plus app. Yes, Nike has two apps and they do two different things. The sneaker app is mostly for hype releases. Anything hype, your draws, your secret reveals, your surprise drops, your off-white stuff, any of that pretty much drops on the sneakers app. You have to have an account, you gotta get up there, sign up, play the game, deal with the bots, all that shit. Nike Plus app is basically just like Nike Online. You get on there and you can shop for whatever's not on the sneakers app. And if something sits on the sneakers app over a certain amount of time, it'll be on Nike Plus, but like original on release days, it's on the sneakers app. So they kind of go hand in hand, but they kind of don't. When you see people get reserved shoes or they have pairs reserved from them from Nike, that's on Nike Plus. The sneakers app does not do reserves. Nike Plus does reserves. That's why you need to have both. And really, they're not reserving no real heat. It's gonna be major GRs and stuff like that. I get reserved lame ass KDs and shit all the time, like some Team J's and KDs or super sitters. But I've seen people get reserves from heat, man. I guess it just depends on how much you buy. But I like really my top spot to go is the sneakers app. The shipping's really good, man. If it releases on Saturday, you'll have that shoe by Wednesday or Thursday. And that's, you know, pretty good time from buying online, because some of these other places are just outrageously slow. But we'll get to that in a minute. But that's pretty much Nike app, Sneakers Plus in a nutshell. Let's move on to the next one. All right, up next, man, we got the Fatal 4-Way. The four horsemen of this shoe thing. And that is Foot Locker, Champs, Foot Action, and Eastbay. For those of y'all who do not know, Eastbay owns all three of those brands. They're all branch offs under Eastbay. They're all under the Eastbay umbrella. They all have apps. They all do app reservations. They all do that So, you know, if you're trying to cop hot shoes, hype releases, you need to have those apps, and you have to sign up for app reservations and all that stuff. I'll probably do another video explaining app reservations and how all those processes work and what to do if you win and yada, yada, yada. But for now, I'm just talking about the places that I like to buy from. Out of the four, I have the most luck at Foot Locker. To my knowledge, I think Foot Locker is the biggest between them. East Bay may be bigger since it's the flagship, but Foot Locker is definitely bigger than the other two. I have a lot of luck on their app reservations. I spend a lot of money at Foot Locker. Foot Locker is like my go-to place. Their customer service ain't that great. And when I get up and I get these mall vlogs the way I want them, I can show you how, you know, people do. I've been in these stores in the mall, man. People don't even speak, bro. But somebody come in right after me, they speaking to them. What's that about? I'm real big on customer service. But either way, when you shopping online, you ain't got to deal with people. So it is what it is. Foot Locker's cool. Number two is always Champs. Foot Action is good too. They get some more limited shoes than what Champs gets. We only got one Foot Action in our area, and it's in Concord Mills Mall. And it's either hit or miss with them. They might get something, they might not get something, but they very rarely get retros or whatever, so it's kind of pointless. They have another one up in Gastonia, but I ain't driving 30 minutes to get some kicks, so I pretty much rule Foot Action out. So it's mostly Foot Locker and Champs. We don't have an East Bay around here, but I buy from them offline if the other two don't have it, if I have to, or they got a good deal on something. Foot Locker and Champs shipping is pretty comparable to Nike. If a shoe comes out on a Saturday, you should have it by Wednesday or Thursday as well. So it's not really that bad. You do get points as opposed to Nike. On the Nike apps, you don't get any kind of points. You don't get rewards. You just have to wait for them to have sales. With Foot Locker, Champs, and the other culprits here, you get rewards. So you go in, you spend a certain amount of money, you get a reward for it. You'll get $10 back, or you'll get $15, or you'll get $10 back. Just depending on how much money you spent. And you can apply that to future purchases, whether it's clothes, stuff that's sitting on the shelves. Sometimes they'll let you use it on retros, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll let you use it on hype releases, sometimes they won't. It just depends on who you're talking to. So out of the four horsemen, we're gonna go Foot Locker, Champs. I don't really deal with East Bay and Foot Action, but those two, they usually get me right. I tried them. If I miss out on them, then I go holler at the Nike app. Let's get on to the next round. After that, we come up to what's slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite apps to use, and that is Adidas. Adidas is really doing some major things. They just geared up their reward program. They have levels now, like Game Changer, Playmaker. You have levels to where you can get rewards and get money off and discounts and exclusive drops and stuff like that. So big up to Adidas for really getting on the ball, because a couple months ago they didn't have that. You was just spending money or waiting on a sale. And Adidas always has a lot of good sales, man. Pay attention to Adidas and them sales, because when them sales hit, them shoes get the flying. Adidas also has the quickest shipping out of everybody. You order something from Adidas on a Saturday, you getting that thing on Tuesday, online that is. It's showing up. No questions asked, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Premium packaging. The best shipping that this game has to offer comes from Adidas. At least in my experience and for people in my area, in the Mecklenburg County, Charlotte, anywhere in the 704-336, 919, 910, whoever else I left out, all them too. No disrespect to nobody, man. I don't know how the area goes, but it is what it is. They come the quickest from Adidas. Adidas has the quickest shipping. They have some of the best sales as well. I know a lot of people don't rock with Adidas, but y'all need to get up off that. Start rocking with Adidas. We're gonna move on. Next up, we got DTLR and Villa, Hibbett Sports, and Jimmy Jazz. These guys. I'm really hit or miss with these guys because, for one, Jimmy Jazz, I buy a lot of clothes out of Jimmy Jazz. I use Jimmy Jazz mostly for clothes, not shoes, because our in-store Jimmy Jazzes don't get 14s. They stop at 13, so I don't really have a chance to buy shoes out of Jimmy Jazz. But they do have some good stuff for all you regular foot people. Y'all could live the life in Jimmy Jazz. They don't have an app or anything, and for hype shoes, they do in-store raffles on Wednesdays, which is strange to me, but whatever. I can't buy shoes from them, no way. DTL LR and Villa. Back in the day, take that back. A couple years ago, not back in the day. Couple of years ago, Villa was my spot. You could get anything in a size 14. They didn't charge you tax. The shipping was pretty good. I mean, it was Villa was the spot, you know, for anybody who was on Villa a couple years ago before the merger. They was it. DTLR, I don't have much luck with them online, but in store I do get lucky at DTLR. They have a rewards program as well. They get some limited heat, pretty good stock. All of them have pretty slow shipping. DTLR shipping is slow. Villa shipping is and Jimmy Jazz got the worst damn shipping in the world. I mean, their shipping is terrible. If you pay for base shipping, you don't pay for expedited shipping, you're gonna be waiting an eternity. The year that 72 Tims dropped, I bought a pair of Tims from Jimmy Jazz. I bought them the first week of December. I didn't get them shoes until I already had a pair of 72 Tims in stock. I bought 5 or 6 pair in between that I ordered after I ordered them Tims, and I got all of them before I got them Tims. Jimmy Jazz shipping is terrible. And they very rarely give you free shipping. They want you to pay that shipping all the time. They need to come up off that shipping if it's gonna be taking them a decade to get you some shit. Villa's all right. DTLR is okay. I also use Villa for clothes too. They're real good for gear, you know, whatnot. So either way, you can't really go wrong. They're all authorized retailers. Jimmy, if you got a big foot, don't even waste your time at Jimmy Jazz. If you got a big foot, don't even waste your time at Villa. Since they merged with DTLR, they very rarely get anything in my size. I don't even bother to look over there anymore unless it's some Tims or something. I ain't even wasting my time, which really hurt because Villa was the homies, man. It was my dogs, man. DTLR, why you fuck it up? So yeah, they jacked that up for me, but it's all good, man. You know, I understand partnerships and all that blah, blah. Go back independent and get the hell away from them, please. For my sanity, I'd really appreciate it. Lastly, we got Hibbett Sports. And a lot of people don't know about Hibbett, but Hibbett gets a lot of tier 1 shoes. They get Yeezys. They get a ton of stuff in Hibbett. They also have a rewards program. They're becoming pretty popular around here. I use them mostly for clothes too, but I can get shoes from them. They do carry big sizes. It's a solid, reputable place. I actually prefer them over Jimmy Jazz and DTLR. So they have an app as well. You can download the app. They do online raffles a lot of the time, so it's pretty fair, I guess. I can't prove that it's not, but I won a couple pairs off of their online raffles. You get rewards points and money off from Hibbett too, so it's definitely above Jimmy Jazz and DTLR because they don't have apps. DTLR does have a rewards program, but whatever. I prefer Hibbett. But that's them in a nutshell, man. We're gonna move on. Next up, we got good old Finish Line. Finish Line is probably the best place to purchase from when you can. And that's because if you get a reward from Finish Line, you can use it on anything. You can use it on retros. You can use it on clothes. You can use it on stuff that's sitting. You can use it on anything. They do not discriminate on what you can use your reward on. And that is the biggest plus with Finish Line. It takes them a little longer to put stuff on sale or whatnot if you're waiting on something to go on sale. But they're cool, man. They get mostly all GRs. They don't get too much stuff above GRs though. But every now and then you might get lucky. They always have some good deals. I don't buy too much apparel from them, but just because you can basically use your reward money on anything really puts them in the conversation for me. I got my shadows from Finish Line. I got my Space Jams. I got my French Blue 12s from Finish Line. I got my He Got Games from Finish Line. I've definitely gotten some shoes from Finish Line. I got Bordeaux 7s from Finish Line, and they canceled the damn order. So I did, but didn't get Bordeaux 7s from Finish Line. So I guess realistically, Finish Line should probably be up with Foot Locker and Champs in them. But they don't really get all the shoes, so they kind of down a little bit. But I rock with Finish Line, man. I like Finish Line a lot. So shout out to Finish Line. Let's keep the ball rolling. Now we get into some of the, I say, higher end places, higher end side of things. Social Status, and sneakers and stuff. Me and Social Status have a history. It's a love-hate relationship. They don't get a lot of stuff in my size either. Social Status is not really a big footer's dream. They do get shoes for big footers, but we got a lot of NBA and NFL players and people with big feet with a lot of money, so a lot of them bigger size shoes. Yeah. I'll let you fill in that blank right there. But Social Status is a tier 1 account, and they get everything. They get Yeezys, they get Off-White, any shoe release, hype, non-hype, whatever, they get it. And if I could find a way to secure my size in there, I'd be in Social Status all the time. But when I come in there and be like, hey man, you got a 14? Oh nah man, we ain't got that. So you know, Kemba Walker, one of them NBA cats, done snatched up all the big shoes. But it happens. But like I said, if you're a normal sized person, you can make a killing in Social Status. They do not have a rewards program, and sometimes they try to slide in some old bullshit about you gotta buy some clothes or a shirt or something to get the shoe. Don't listen to that, bro. Buy the shoe. They tried that to me several times. I ain't bought none of them clothes. But I done bought some shoes out of there. Social Status, they alright. They just don't get my size. That's the only beef that I got with them. And is in the UK, and I used to get some steals from N, man. They used to have like $12 2-day shipping. And you could buy stuff. I got my brown leather Futures from N. I got some Deodoras from N. I bought a lot of stuff from N. But now everything is like priced over retail, and they're charging shipping, and it's like, N is tripping. So I've had to really put a pause on N. But if you don't mind, you know, paying over retail, I still look for shoes that are on sale, you know, because they in the UK, so some stuff may sit over there that don't sit here. But excuse me. But N used to be one of my go-tos. N and Villa, and now they both own something different. But either way, N's not bad. They're not bad at all. Lastly, we got S&S, and that's sneakers and stuff. And I've been signing up for raffles on sneakers and stuff for years and never hit. This year I hit on a pair of Court Purples, and I was amazed. S&S is also a tier 1 account. They get they pretty much get everything. Everything. Like, just like N, they get it all. They do online raffles. They charge retail, which is good. The shipping from them is a little bit slower than most, but it's not terrible. They're comparable to Foot Locker and Champs and them when it comes to shipping speed. So I've recently had luck at some other stuff that I plan to buy from them. I don't buy that much from them, but you know, if you got a big feet, you're looking for some heat, 9 times out of 10, man, if it's not on the raffle, you can get lucky at S&S. So I've been rocking with them more and more. And yeah, so that's N, sneakers and stuff, and Social Status. Yeah. So, once I've officially struck out at all those places and I absolutely have no hope left, I go to Golden StockX. And I usually go with whoever has the cheapest price. I have a video posted about why I stopped buying from StockX, and another video about why I almost stopped buying from GOAT. I'll probably try to leave a link for both of them up here so you can watch them. But since my last rendezvous with StockX, I have officially took GOAT off punishment, and I'm willing to buy from them again. I haven't bought from them yet, but they're definitely back in the conversation now. So, but those are my last resort places. But sometimes you can find some steals on there. You can find shoes under retail on there. You know, you just gotta buy at your own risk. Be careful, know what you're looking for. If you don't have an authentic pair of the shoe, don't buy it, because you could potentially get a fake if you don't have something to compare it to. I'm just saying. No hate, no shade. Buy at your own risk, because it's risky. And if you watch either one of those videos, you'll see why it's risky. But last resorts, man, I go there. I'm not a fan of paying over retail for shoes, but I have. I won't pay the rate for a shoe. I think the most I'll probably pay over retail is probably around $50. So if I can get it for 50 over or less than 50 over, it's a good chance that I'll probably buy it. But it just depends on the shoe, what it is, and you know, all that good stuff. So that's pretty much it. They're both shipping. It's super slow, but that's because they're the middleman. Person has to ship the shoe in, they get it authenticated, and then they send it to you. I do notice that GOAT is quicker than StockX. Not outrageously quicker, but a couple of days quicker. GOAT shipping is quicker than StockX's. However, StockX's prices are usually cheaper than GOAT's. Now, you know, GOAT's merged with Flight Club, so their inventory's gone up a little bit, and they got some gems floating around on the site. I guess Flight Club is using them to move some of their slow movers, since they're in cahoots with each other or whatever. So, but neither one of them are terrible. Like I said, buy at your own risk. GOAT, StockX. And I think that pretty much sums it up, man. We're on the road to 300 subs, trying to get there by the first of the year, man. Hopefully you guys click the link and subscribe. I will officially let you know who I prefer and who I like to buy shoes from. Hopefully this is helpful. Like I said, I will do a video about app reservations and how they work from all platforms, whether it's Adidas, whether it's Champs, Foot Action, Foot Locker, Hibbett, the Sneakers app, you know, any of those places that have those special releases. I might actually try to like record one live to really show you how it goes, but it's some tense situations when them shoes go live, man. So, you know, I might have to, you know what I'm saying, do a voiceover or something. But either way, man, it is what it is. It's your boy McFly. I holla at you.